Limit breaks, ultimate in attacks in Final Fantasy, and also the most visual besides from the summons of course. But which is the best limit break in Final Fantasy VII Remake? From a more visual and gameplay view rather than the most powerful? That's what I hope to answer in this list. I've removed Refocus from this list as it's not that visual. I want to focus more on the individual characters' limit breaks rather than the one they can all use. This list goes from the worst to the best, starting off with Dancing with Dragons, which is a string of blows, which is then ended with a single powerful attack. The look of this limit break is actually quite good due to its speed and velocity. However, due to the fact that you can't actually see the limit break as a cutscene like the others, that's why it ranks at the bottom of this list. Followed by Healing Wind, which restores some HP to all party members. Visually, there's nothing to Healing Wind, it's just a handy limit break to have when all party members need to pick me up.
Then you gotta pay the toll!
Bless them with your love and grace.
Jump on it!
Which is closely followed by Planet's Protection, which nullifies all physical damage dealt to all party members. Planet's Protection is ranked here for the very similar reason why Healing Wind is just ranked right below it. Visually there's not much to it, but I can see why both Healing Wind and Planet's Protection is basic regarding visuals. It just needs to be quick and straight to the point so you get straight back to the combat. It doesn't need to be visually appealing as it's not an attack ability, it's just there to give buffs. Compare it to the other limit breaks where there's a bit more to it which needs to be shown in a more dramatic way.
I'll help you through this.
I'm waiting.
We then get on to the attack limit breaks. Cross Slash is a heavy attack that focuses on one enemy. The style of this limit break is simple when compared to many of the other limit breaks. This is mainly due to its slow nature. Also, when you compare it to Cloud's normal attacks, it's very much slower. That's why it's ranked so low on this list. Dolphin Flurry. It's a limit break that allows you to attack multiple foes if they're close by. It helps with pressuring and with stagger as well. Style of Dolphin Flurry starts off with a great flurry of attacks, making it a visually great limit break when compared to many of the other limit breaks on this list. However, as soon as the random dolphin appears, it's just weird. I know this is odd for me to say this, as it is a game with magic and summons in it, but the randomness of a dolphin appearing just slightly ruins the visual aspect of this limit break, and that's why it hasn't ranked higher on this list. Somersault, which launches an enemy into the air. Can't have Dolphin Flurry on this list where it is and then not put Somersault right above it, seeing as this limit break is basically a somersault kick in the air, and when you compare it to Dolphin Flurry, which has multiple strikes in it, it's very basic. Again, it doesn't have a random dolphin in it. Now getting into the top 4 limit breaks in Final Fantasy VII Remake, starting off with Barrett's Fire in the Hole, which is ideal for large groups of foes. As you can see, it's a charged shot which creates a large explosion, dealing a huge amount of damage. I feel that Fire in a Hole has a sort of anime style to it, with Barrett charging the shot, launching it, and then there being a delay between when it lands and the explosion, which earns it the number 4 spot on this list. Coming in at number 3, Cloud's Ascension visually is one of the best. Similar to Fire in a Hole, it has a sort of anime style, with the sword going up against Cloud's face at the beginning, going into a few strikes, and then ending with a big finisher.
Let's dance, asshole! Enjoy it.
Coming in at number 2 is Yuffie's Bloodbath, which is a string of attacks on a single target. Like Ascension, this is one of the best visual limit breaks of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but beats Ascension to the number 2 spot as it has a few elements to it. First part being a few speed strikes, but with kicks and Yuffie's star. The second part being the spinning of the star and ending with launching into the air, making it a bit more visually appealing when compared to Cloud's speed strikes in Ascension.
You're not getting out of this one alive.
meaning coming in at number 1 spot is Barrett's Catastrophe. Like Fire in a Hole, it's a charged shot, but this time it creates a concentrated beam of energy. It can be used against a group of foes, as long as they're close together. Catastrophe's style of charging the shot, resulting in the beam of energy, along with Barrett forcing his arm to be straight, giving it the most satisfying visuals, as it looks like it would actually cause a lot of damage compared to other limit breaks on this list, aka the Dolphin.
If it's an ass whooping, you're about to get that fist up.
And there you have it, ranking the limit breaks from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Do you agree with these rankings, or do you have a difference of opinion? Let me know in the comments. Please also like this video and subscribe.